Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. J. Robert Oppenheimer said that after the successful test of the Manhattan Project, the United States' 1940 nuclear warfare program. He lamented a future where his innovation would cause total nuclear destruction of the planet. And yet, in the decades that followed, nuclear conflict did not. In its stead, however, something far worse. Game of the Year awards.
Stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now. If you wanna have a good time, just give me a call. Don't stop me 'cause now. I'm having a good time. Don't stop me yes, now. I'm having a good time. I don't wanna stop at all. Yeah. I'm a rocket ship and
Right, Jim Trinker,
Yeah.
video guy,
Producer.
whatever. Tom Ori, editorial director, boss man. Chris,
Are we started?
Brat,
Hello.
video man. Dave Scammell, news editor. All right, Brett Phipps, game of the year.
Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, because a lot of people thought it was going to be a bit shit, didn't they?
Yeah,
but it
I mean,
turns
we
out,
did as well.
Yeah.
So, and it wasn't.
But, you know, when people say game of the year, I expect the game to really be something special. And even though the last, you know, maybe 25 to 30 hours of that game are, you have to spend 15 hours getting towards the good stuff. I mean, you've got 3 kids. How did you manage it?
South Park.
Shite, total shite, 6 out of 10.
Titanfall.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right, that's it. Cheers.
For someone who's seen every South Park episode, best South Park game it could have been.
Yeah, a lot of people actually thought it was really good.
Yeah.
But that's, you know, it's just opinions, isn't it?
My game of the year. I think it's got to be Dragon Age Inquisition.
Oh,
which
we've had this one.
What do I need to do? Shall I say Titanfall again?
No, Dave, this is live. This is live. You're going to have to tell
This
me.
is live.
Diablo 3.
Why?
It's really good.
lot of side quests, but it turns around, man. The Inquisition as a whole becomes a real thing. It becomes a political power, and it's a Dragon Age game. Big old Dragon Age game. Yeah.
Yeah, but people say that about loads of games, and then about 3 months later they go, actually, no, it wasn't that good, was it?
Well, I've been playing it for about 4 months.
Wow. So, why is Titanfall the game of the year?
It's a shooting game.
Yeah, but there are quite a few shooting games, aren't there?
Best one.
Right, I've read your actual written piece on this. You don't seem to understand a single thing about why the game is good at all. You just kind of like it. So, I mean, you don't know how any of the characters work. You don't even know your own build.
No.
No. Not concerned that seems that not a lot of people are playing Titanfall anymore, or is that
There's
a
not a lot.
misconception?
There's not a lot of people.
No. But it's really good because you get to hit
He's
stuff.
like a warrior
Yeah?
type guy. He's got an axe.
It's got an axe.
Yeah.
Would you say that?
Call of Duty came out, Burns, and it made me not very good at Titanfall.
Really? Really?
Because I got used to not running on walls again. In fact, when Call of Duty first came out, Titanfall made me not very good at Call of Duty. Because I was trying to run on the walls.
You've got a beast friend.
Yeah, he's like a dog, beast, wolf, ghost.
Right. Second favourite game of the year, because you don't know anything about the first one.
Trials Fusion.
Why?
Because it's addictive.
Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it would have been sort of a mediocre stealth action game, right? Were it not for the much lauded chaos system, I think they called it.
Nemesis system?
Nemesis system, that's the one.
I mean, you don't even know what the name of the mechanic is that makes it, so how can we really
It's been a while since I
stand
played
by?
it, Burns.
What's the second best game of the year?
Danganronpa.
Excuse me? Second best game of the year. No, you have to
Is this
say.
a serious question?
You have to.
Xenonauts, which is, as I'm sure you're aware, a reimagining of the original XCOM. Game that I hadn't played. I think a lot of you guys tend to think of me as the XCOM person, but I'd never played the original. And this one is like they've managed to remake that and get rid of some of the fiddly bits, make it a bit prettier, but keep lots of the detail. And yeah, it's really cool. Really cool to go from a game like Enemy Unknown to that.
Right.
Yeah,
No, absolutely not. I
great.
wasn't listening to a single thing you said there.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
For the same reasons as Titanfall.
Hold on, but
without the
they're not the same.
robots and without the wall running.
you confused.
Because it's
Dave.
not the same game. Who'd have thought that?
They are a bit similar
They're a bit similar.
because they're potentially made by a lot of the same people, really.
Yeah. And they both have guns and they both shoot people with it.
Yeah.
But it was good, wasn't it? It had Kevin Spacey. Although
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey a bit underwhelming for me, I thought. for
Really?
a while. Yeah.
No, I liked it for what it was.
Mm.
It's like he knew. He was like, this is a load of old shit. However, I'm going to have fun. It's
Yeah.
pretty much, he could come and work at Video Gamer. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so,
I mean, this is a load of old shit, isn't it, really?
yeah.
It's basically Battle Royale meets Phoenix Wright, and
Right.
it's really, really good on the Vita.
No, there are no good games on the Vita. There's a theme here. I can't help but think that you're quite a time-poor man, and yet you've somehow picked 2 of your 3 games really are about leathering loads of time into something for very little gain.
Yeah.
So how do you square that with like your family? Are they like, Tom, look, you're running a business, and when you come home, instead of spending time with us, you're playing Diablo 3 and Trials. How's that working out?
Yeah, it's tricky.
You know, although I do take your point when people say, but what if it didn't have this system? You know, when people say about Batman games, they're like, but what if Batman wasn't in it? But he is in it.
But the point is, see, I've always hated that argument.
Yeah.
A lot of people said that. Well, if this wasn't about Batman, it would just be terrible.
But it is about
The
Batman.
game is literally about being Batman.
But Shadow of Mordor is not about Batman.
No, it's not.
Who would you divorce first, your own family or Trials Fusion?
Trials.
I'm
Need
only
a B.
joking, there are loads of good games on the Vita. There's the... Right, so what's the third?
South Park.
6 out of 10.
The Banner Saga, which is from January of this year, which is a
Ancient.
long-
Ancient.
I know.
Does that even qualify?
Bayonetta 2.
Bayonetta 2. All right, that's the best one, no doubt. Okay, fine. Right. Fairly safe pick so far. Jim, I'm not going to lie. You know. All right, so what's the third one?
Elite Dangerous.
Titanfall.
Yeah. Do you even know what you're doing when you're playing that?
Kind of.
Despite having a bit of a weird combat system, it's turn-based again, but I'm not sure it gets the combat quite right. It's an incredibly gorgeous game, that tells a really good story, and does the whole kind of difficult decisions thing that's becoming quite popular in these video games rather well. You'll feel pretty bad about the decisions you make and losing people along the way.
Trust me, I won't. See, I've read Brett's explanation for why he loves South Park. It's just rambling fanboy nonsense, and yet maybe that is the point.
Look, right. Is there any other game that lets you bullet time your dad's balls?
No.
Because you get to run around and shoot stuff a lot.
Yeah, I like Titanfall for the week everyone was playing it. What's your style of play in Bayonetta?
Well, you tap the buttons.
Okay, because there's 2 control methods, right? So which one do you use? The buttons?
The buttons, yeah.
Okay, right.
You tap them fast and then stuff happens.
Okay. Have you ever thought really about not playing it like an idiot?
It is literally, this is the galaxy, go and make your way. And I really enjoy how that's all set up. It's the developer is setting up the pins and trusting you to knock them down.
Shit, maybe they should put that on the box.
Yeah.
You raised $700,000
Why don't you marry
on
the
Kickstarter.
Saga?
Like, can you imagine that happening today?
Did you give it money?
I didn't know. I bought it after the
Because otherwise that would have been...
2012. I was broke, man. Not going to happen.
2012?
Yeah, that's when it was kickstarted. It was released at the start of this year.
So what were they doing at that time?
Making the game, presumably.
Sequel would be really good.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Titanfall 2, probably.
Titanfall. Fall of Titan.
Nah, seems like a load of old bollocks.
I really enjoyed it. Thanks.
But it's hard, isn't it? It's a hard game.
Yeah.
So
Like I say, time poor, and yet somehow, instead of like, I don't know, score classic goals on iOS, which you can play on the move, you've picked those 3. All right, here's some other questions.
Yeah.
Now you're explaining it. Right, okay, fine. Right. But best worst game of the year.
Best worst game?
Yeah.
As in a good, bad game?
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Unity.
Yeah.
Because if I understand the question correctly, it's regarded by many as being a terrible game, but it's actually really bloody good.
Now, see this sock?
yes.
Yeah. What does that look like to you?
Dinosaur.
Okay, right, fine. Worst best game?
Dark Souls 2.
Interesting.
Yeah, love Dark Souls, but no good.
Watch_dogs TM. This is the real year that's kind of solidified the fact that I just don't really like Ubisoft games that much.
I like Assassin's Creed Unity very much, and it's no secret that I'm a big fan of the franchise.
Yeah. Maybe we should wrap this up because you are detestable, really. Right, fine, we'll skip that one. So, which game do you think really sums up the spirit of Christmas?
I've not thought of one for that. You've sprung that one on me.
Well, that's it, Tom. Thank you very much.
Right, what's the song?
No, it is a dinosaur.
All right.
Yeah, that'll do.
Good.
Okay, I'll feed one to you. Imagine I'm the producer
Yeah.
and you've got a little earpiece in. You're just
Yeah.
a fucking idiot and you can't think of one. Here's one, Assassin's Creed Unity. Because you run around
Yeah.
being entitled,
Yeah.
unwrapping stuff,
Yeah.
and then when you don't get what you like, you get really mad about it. There you go. That's the spirit of Christmas.
It's a bit disappointing.
Yeah.
Do you have any other questions for me, Stephen?
I just think, Dave, this has been a gigantic advert for
I
Loneliness.
feel like this is a police interrogation, and I'm not quite sure I like it.
Cunt.
Yeah.
What's your game of the year?
Get fucked, Burns, you haircut.